Hello, everyone. Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Market conditions have now ticked up into that bullish in a bull market. We've crossed back up above this bull market, bear market line, and so we're continuing that march in that direction. The trend has been moving in that direction, but it's been in this really choppy looking pattern here, which is fine, but it hasn't felt or looked like an overall shift to the upside. It's kind of been this super slow stealth rally, so to speak, but nonetheless, this is where we're at in terms of price activity, and so we'll continue to go with that. Essentially, what that means is traders and investors should consider trading with a bullish bias, going long stocks, long ETFs, call options, pulling, looking for buying on the dips, pulling back, looking for opportunities there in that location. Price activity on the S&P there's a couple more resistance areas that really, if we break out of those significantly here in this next week, that's also going to add some additional confirmation just to this overall pattern. So as we keep an eye on that this week, we'll discuss those in the videos going forward. Buy-sell ratios still bearish, but now that good solid day moved back up again. So that sets us our buy-sell ratio right at a little bit less than 1, but working back towards that 1 level. Sentiment levels have pulled way back. I talked about this halfway point on this sentiment chart, this 50 number right over here. And watching for that can sometimes create support and resistance areas here. So this is a nice pullback in an overall uptrend, pullback looking for more upside. So we've now got quite a bit of range to work with in terms of price activity before we get back up to this oversold area. So that's one of the things as we're looking at this chart and we say, what are the probabilities that we're going to go higher? Well, if we're looking at it and it's sitting right here, or it's sitting right here, or right here, the probability that it's going to go higher from here is pretty low. So we can look to see at that location to say, should I be looking to go long aggressively, or would this location be better to be looking for opportunities for long? So this indicator can help decide in the overall, maybe the size of the position that you take on, maybe the overall direction or the probability of the trend direction, because we can still be in an uptrend. We can still have retracement as it's pulling back, and it's still a good overall uptrend. But do we want to buy in here and wait for all of this and then it continues, or ideally do we wait for it to counter trend back here and then look for more upside, which is kind of what this location on this chart is going to be looking for. So keep an eye on that today. Muscle Stocks Group, let's take a look, see what we've got here in our new buy list for today. MLCO, Consumer Discretionary Gaming Stock, nice looking confirmation bar, nice bullish setup on that one. That's the number one stock in the group currently. MNSO, this is a nice stock I saw the other day, and it's really got a nice looking pattern. It had a really smooth long trend as it was continuing this overall uptrend, and now it's retraced and counter trend. As I've discussed in the past, ideally we want to try to avoid this. So once we see that chop is over, instead of trying to buy into this pullback, we wait just for a little bit of confirmation, which we're finally getting. So that's kind of the whole point of what we're looking for, is waiting for early entry into a new continuation of an uptrend versus trying to buy into that exact bounce. We want to have it just with a little bit of confirmation. So this is a good looking setup here on this chart. MNSO, OPRA, some volatility here with that sell-off and then an immediate reversal. That could be a good indication of continuation buying. So really solid fundamentals on this overall stock. What I mean by that is if I'm just looking at the trend and I can see everything on this chart is green, and pretty nicely green, 155% growth quarterly EPS. So we're getting growth, we're getting sales, we're getting earnings. That adds to the trend confirmation. That adds to the support of the trend continuing to move higher if you also have fundamentally sound companies that are trending. RCEL, Medical Bio, ATXS, also another nice pullback trade here. This 1 year chart, you can see it's gone from, it's kind of counter trended, a couple of false head fakes, some whipsaw trades here. That happens in momentum trading where it doesn't break out, it continues to move the other direction, but that's why we use stop losses, and that's why we don't continue to chase it as it's continuing to fall. We wait for it to settle in, wait for it to turn the corner and get back up, and that's what this stock is doing here. So good looking setups here on several stocks in that new buy list. If you don't have full access to the site, you can sign up with the link below. We look forward to having you. Have a great day today.